What's up, guys?
Welcome back to the channel.
So, in today's video, we are going to be
Diagnosing the Civic. So, as you guys know, on our track day, I think I blew it up, but I don't know.
He blew it up.
I don't know what it was, but like I don't know if I was just like the adrenaline was just pumping too much. I was just too excited, or what the hell was going on. But I drove the car home with absolutely no coolant. It turned off on me twice, and I just parked it in front of my house. It's been there for literally a month, like a week ago, so a little over 4 weeks. And I had to park it in my driveway yesterday, and it started right up. And we just moved it in here, and it's started up again.
So there's two things that I'm considering. Either a head gasket, just from it overheating,
yeah.
Which is, so if it overheats too much, it will shut off. That's one. But I do feel like there's a slight bottom end knock.
Yeah. So like I said, it's not like a such a loud sound, or like if you don't feel it when you drive or anything. The overheating is my main concern, really. So we don't have any parts. We're just gonna take it apart, look at it, pull some oil, and hit it with some, put a magnet around to see if we pick up any metal from the oil itself. Because I would need to realize what we gotta do next.
Comment down below and say whether you think he blew it up or not. I'm voting yes.
We're gonna put a clip right now of us revving the engine, and you guys can decide yourself. So in this video, you're hearing the engine, and you guys could tell us what you think it is.
All right.
So yeah, so we just gotta jack the car up and basically drain the oil, because we gotta get to the bottom of this, because the fate of this car literally relies on if this motor knocking or not. Because I did have a swap right there, but as you can see, it's all gone. It was from the Parts RS, and yeah, we are now up 1,900 on that car. So that's just like crazy parts car right there. So if this motor's knocking, we're just gonna put something else in it and sell it. So if it's not, then I'll keep beating it until it knocks, and then I'll sell it then too. So let's get to work. Check that out. I was lifting up the car, and the rad support was literally crumbling underneath. So now we definitely need to replace the rad support. Should we just part this car out?
You literally pulled it from the frame rails.
From the welds.
Yeah.
Should we just part this car out?
Yeah. I think you'll still get some money for the show.
I think so too. Let's
It all depends. It depends what we find with the motor.
yeah, let's
If
keep
it's a
on-
head gasket, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, let's keep on working.
Yeah. Plus, you just did part of the hard job, so now you have another rad support.
I do. But it's good to know that I'm not gonna lift up the car from there.
Pick it up from the top, bro.
guys, so we have here the oil. As you can tell, it's pretty black. It's pretty
Not pretty black.
it's literally black. Like you can't even look through it as it comes down. Look at that. You can't even see right through that. So yeah, let's check for let's check for metal shavings. It doesn't look like anything. I mean, like I know that you could typically see it at the bottom, but I don't see anything. I don't know what that noise could be. We should have probably started the car and like gone through it more.
It's definitely metal shaving.
There's definitely a little bit.
There's
like tiny, but those are like bigger chunks.
Yeah, I don't know if that's actually from this car though. I mean, I did clean the magnet pretty good.
Yeah, but you see that stuff on the edge there.
Yeah.
Try again. Just like put it straight down. There, bring it back up. No, I don't think there's anything in there.
Hmm?
I don't think there's anything in there.
Look at the top.
All that stuff was in the center. Probably should have used a clean magnet. No, a magnet that
Do you have a clean magnet?
No.
No,
I mean, I have like a stronger magnet that we could probably put on it. That'll probably pull the stuff out. I don't think there's enough oil there. There's any metal in the oil.
I mean, there's only one thing to find out. Two ways you could go about this. 10W30.
10W40.
Nah, I think that's too much.
I think that's just enough.
I mean, this car does burn an insane amount of oil because this car was a quart overfilled.
And it's a quart under. Or half a quart. Yeah.
Under.
So it burned a quart and a half. I don't know. I think I would hate to waste my money and put oil in it. And it keeps knocking. I think. All right, guys. So it's the next day here. None of this has changed much, but I did go to the parts store and I got some oil and the oil filter. So like I said before, I went 10W40. I read on the forums, and the guys with like higher mileage cars that also smoke, they go with a 1030, 1040. With that being said, I do have to sneak back under and take off the oil filter, put the new one on, and then we could dump the oil. We're gonna have to fix this thing here, this rat support. That looks awful. Oh my goodness, it looks terrible. So we're gonna have to replace that, fix that with a sledgehammer. And I also got the hose that was broken over there, so it looks a little different than this one. Bring it close to you guys. Actually, yeah, this little bend here is a little different, but actually it looks like, oh, sorry. It looks like this one could be a little longer. It is definitely, like, you see how freaking thick it is compared to this one. So how swollen it was based on I guess based on how hot this got. I don't know actually what caused that, but it basically ballooned up. It's soft and it ripped open. So we're going to replace this, the oil, and start the car, see how the engine sounds, put some coolant on it, and maybe we could take this for a spin, see how it sounds now that we did all this maintenance to it. One thing, it's the other. As you guys just saw, I just put coolant in put water and coolant in here. That was full, so I had to empty that into here. Then I got some water, and then I've been hearing a drip, but I thought it was because I spilled a little bit when I poured, and then I realized that it's coming from up here, and this is a crazy stream. See that? Sorry, it's not focusing. The water pump is now leaking. See if I get you guys in a better angle. I don't think I can, but anyways, you see it leaking from right there. The water pump is now leaking. That's the only coolant port on this side of the car. So we're definitely gonna be able to drive it. See, there's no coolant up here. It's literally, if you guys can see right there. The water pump is on the bottom side of the engine, on the crank side. So with that being said, we're not gonna be able to do it. We're not gonna be able to take it on the drive because now we actually have to take the engine out or service this. I've never done a water pump in my life. Actually, you guys saw that the green Integra, or yes, we'll see the green Integra with the head gasket I sent out to my uncle to do. Uncle Rigo, shout out to him. Thank you again. So let's start the car because I really want to start it to see how the bottom end sounds now. So I'll put you guys on the tripod, start the car so you guys can hear it up close and personal. Sounds pretty good to me. Well, it's not knocking at least. Since this is not knocking, that means that we still have a good engine. And we're gonna do our first timing belt in the channel. Not timing belt, water pump, and I guess timing belt while we're in there. So earlier in this video, we were kind of just like spitballing, like, oh, maybe we'll take the engine out and paint the bay and stuff like that. It's just kind of, it was a joke. Now it seems like the smartest thing to do, just because I don't know how hard. I have no idea how to do a timing belt or water pump. Sorry. I mean, I'm sure it's just you remove it, but you put it back on. But you gotta deal with like the pulleys and stuff like that. So I think that this car is just gonna be on the back burner for now. And in the fall or in the winter when we have some downtime, I think we'll just pull this janky rat support out of there and strip this down and clean this car up as nice as we want it to be. So the Civic, the engine is perfect. 10W40, way to go. It started up on a dime. It revved fine. I revved it all the way up like fast, and you guys saw I revved it up slowly. I revved it up slowly first just to make sure there was no actual knock, and then I just did a rev bomb just to make sure that it wasn't there anymore. So the block, the bottom, the engine is not knocking. It was just a load of other things. So we can't drive this car because of the timing, the water pump. I don't know why I keep saying timing belt, because when you do a water pump, you usually do the timing belt. I'm just putting two and two together, foreshadowing. So with that being said, I'm about to fix this here and then put the bumper back on, and that'll be it for this Civic for some time.